me again. I forgot to mention this. I did receive some nuts in the mail that had come from further south of here recently, and they have a long radicles. If some of yours have long radicals, here's what it's going to look like. These have been in this position, and so here's one of the nuts right on the surface, and look how long that radical is. That's not unusual to have a radical that's a good 2 inches long. So it's pretty easy, just poke your finger, and you don't want to jam this down. You don't want to break that tip. That's the end of the, that's probably the end of things if you break the tip on that. So you will, you will take the finger, poke a hole down in there, set it carefully down in, firm it up a little bit from the sides. And the other thing I forgot to show you was, and I don't need to go upstairs, I simply take my sprayer from the kitchen faucet, or you can take a garden hose sprayer, and I spray it, and what it does is it stirs all this potting soil up and kind of allows it to settle, and it gives it a really good watering. The extra water comes out the bottom, and you don't really need to water that chestnut until after it's up. So the root will have grown all the way to the bottom, and then it will break through the top, and it will, you will know if you're in a really sunny window and it looks powder dry on top, water it. Some people say you have to be careful not to overwater, but this type of a soil mixture, and I'm not sure if I exactly showed, but this Pro Mix, which you can get at pretty much any garden store, it's got mycorrhiza in it for an extra $3. I get it. I'm not sure it makes any difference. If you look, if you take a picture of the potting mix, there's your Miracle Grow. There's the Easy Root. You just get a bag of that pretty cheap at any Home Depot, Walmart, everybody. Hardware store has the potting mix. That particular one is moisture control, so it stays moister. You might have to be a little more careful about not overwatering, but it also means that you don't have to be as careful about letting it dry out. That's the quick and easy route, and if you're only growing 6 or 8 chestnuts, that's fine too. Fill it up with water, set it, it can be in the dark. You just want to put it in a warm place. Not terribly warm, but you're trying to imitate the sun hitting the soil in April or May. So you're getting a 2-month jump on the growing season. Once the tree's leafed out, you cannot plant them outside till after frost. If you take that nut that you receive in the mail and put it in your garden pretty much any time now, as long as the ground is thawed and we don't get a super heavy freeze, even if it snowed out, it wouldn't hurt. If you put that nut down 1.5 inches or 2, maybe put a little hay on top of it, it will sprout and grow fine. You can do that now, but once they've leafed out, you can't plant them outside until after the danger of frost, beginning of June generally. So, hope that helps.